if it bothered them or whatever. People always said, no, 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 don't you worry. So I thought I was golden.
Keep your posture straight. 3, 2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con.
We're going to do some more speed running today.
Stretch within the range of your ability.
Try to get
Last time.
try to get some big records.
Good. Next is the heel lift stretch.
Try to keep a little bit of a
Bring the insides of your
better
heels
mentality
up toward the ring con.
about it. And just ignore
This stretch
the
can help make your hips more flexible.
the silly speed running
Last
mods.
time. Yes, looking great.
Yes,
Next
looking
is
great.
the back straightening stretch. Take a big step forward and drop your hips.
Is that supposed to be Tip's voice, do you think?
Focus on your form when raising your arms. This stretch works your core as well.
Oh, I haven't
Let's
posted
do
it.
one more of each.
I figured I wouldn't bother, given that I know I was going to do some more runs today. And likely I was going to be able to
Above your head.
use what I learned today in order to learn
As you get
more,
comfortable doing the stretch, make sure
And-
you're still making large movements.
improve my time.
This stretch works your back.
Additionally, people were a little bit
Let's do one more of each.
ambiguous about what the rules for
Good job.
the calibration thing actually was, so I asked for clarity. Didn't really get it, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to just at least make it look like I tried to follow up with people's suggestions, and hopefully my run won't get rejected. As I've said before, like I honestly don't have a lot of faith in the admins of that community. So I figure like the least I can do is just make sure that my runs don't get rejected according to their rules. And then beyond that, I'm not going to worry about how people choose to categorize or classify the runs. Just run the game the way I want to run it. Label my runs the way it makes sense to me in terms of like what game mode I'm playing. Submit them and forget about it.
Whoa!
Tone man, that's beyond rude. Monster. Must be Monster. She looks like she needs help with something. Alright, let's do abs. Let's do stretch my leg. When I put the video up, I'll probably let people know on the Discord, though. It's classic oversharing Liam. I finally remembered to have supper before playing this, because I've been forgetting to have supper beforehand, and then being like done eating supper at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is too late. It's way too late. Let's get some front pressing back in this. Okay. Let's go. So your shoulder's all better now? That's good.
This will be weird, but press me on your abs and twist your upper body left and right. Hey, watch out! Lower your hips.
What did you get up to today? You're in school, right? How are classes going? Is everybody in class in like shorts and t-shirts?
Hit the pinwheel with an air. Yeah, good.
Oh, cool. Oh, shoot. You're learning at home. Oh, that's cool. So you're taking classes by distance. Is that because like you're in a rural area? Is that because it just like suits you better? Suits your schedule? More flexible? Lets you stay up until 4 a.m.?
Yeah, doing good.
Paddle all the way down?
Okay, good.
Okay. You're changing career areas? No, not right now.
The enemy's color, then select a skill.
Let's do this.
Pendulum bend.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Okay, let's go. Lower your body so it's parallel to the floor. Fine work. Excellent. Good job. Nice. Neat. Keep it up.
Come on, Tom. I understand. En français.
Awesome.
Je comprends.
Nice. Wonderful.
Et je ne comprends pas.
Sharp. Well done. 30 more.
I love how many of these things I have to do now. It's like 34 or something, right?
Fantastic. Very nice. Nicely done. All right. Amazing. Okay. Perfect. Fantastic. Amazing. Great. Wonderful. Okay. Perfect. Neat. Awesome. Okay. Amazing. Neat. 20 more.
20 more.
Fine
Only.
work. Amazing. Nice. Sharp. All right. Excellent. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Increase your pace. Very nice. Fine work. You got it. Neat. 10 more. Nice. Good job. Fantastic. Okay.
Oh. Done early. Oui, je comprends. Exact. Magnifique. Tu comprends. Tu ne comprends pas. Je comprends tout. Oh, steeplechase.
Bend your knees, then straighten them when you're all the way down.
I think it's the intensity level. The higher your intensity level is, the more repetitions you need to do.
Outstanding.
Practice mode, the max is 50. I wonder. It might have something to do with the other level too. They might interlock. Practically speaking, when I've turned up the intensity, what it seems to mean the most is that I need to do more reps in order to get the same points.
Okay, let's select the skill. Back press.
The good old go hobbling.
Okay, let's go. Good for working those upper arms. Fantastic. Fine work. Amazing. Nice. Okay. Well done.
Yeah, I wonder.
Excellent.
I wonder what
Very nice.
exercise I need to do the most of.
Great.
I wonder if my squat ranking has gone up.
Fine work.
It was like 4th for front presses.
Good job.
Maybe people don't like the front presses, but I do.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Nicely done. Excellent.
Je n'attends plus tous les jours.
Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Keep it up. Great. Amazing. Great.
Yeah, you definitely spend a lot of time doing individual exercises when you up the difficulty. I think the intensity just means that everything takes a little longer.
Great.
So like interestingly, you could keep the intensity at
Fantastic.
1 or whatever and just play more stuff.
Very nice.
But I guess like relatively speaking, you spend less time loading.
Good. Challenge yourself.
Yeah, I was Manny Chow.
Fantastic. Very nice. Good job.
I don't know why I was thinking about Manny Chow,
10 more.
king of the bongo or whatever.
Come on. Great.
Marijuana clandestino. Marijuana clandestino. Marijuana clandestino. Marijuana illegal. That's funny. It's funny that you could pick that out of my tone list.
With your legs
Singing.
raised slightly, squeeze.
I haven't listened to Manny Chow in like years. Maybe like
Select the skill.
since like 2009 or something. It's been a while.
Squat. Okay, let's go. Keep your back straight. Okay. Perfect.
I have to keep my arms out
All right.
so that Moon doesn't make fun of me.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. Fine work. Awesome. Okay. Keep it up. Excellent. Excellent. Good job. Great. Nicely done.
I find pulling out on the ring helps.
Neat.
Like get stability and balance.
Well done.
Do you ever find that when you have the ring outstretched that it's helpful to give it a little squeeze
All right. Nice.
or a little pull?
Fantastic. Very nice. Sharp. Yes.
This is like the
Well
Team
done.
Rocket thing. Team Rocket's blasting off. Nice. I guess, like, realistically speaking, Probably not many people have probably been listening to Manny Chow for the last 10 years. Oops. Right. That makes sense. That's a good idea.
Okay, good.
So I've started thinking about how to link the actions together quickly. For speed running, right? Because before I was mostly just concentrating on doing the exercises, but now I'm starting to think about how to transition quickly between them. Like, what's the downtime? So many fish. Right at the ender.
Select the skill. Russian twist. Twist. Left, right,
Yeah, totally.
right, left,
You just have to fight him.
left, right, left,
So I think that was like
right, left.
55, 56, right? 56 Russian twists.
Maintain your breathing as you twist. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there. Left, right,
60 even.
right, left,
Yeah, this one, for example. I agree.
right, left.
Yeah, exactly.
Left, right, 10 more.
Trying to do the synchronization
Right,
quickly but also accurately.
right, left. You made it! The enemy's disoriented. Now's our
Because
chance.
if you like rush it,
Twist, press, rush.
you waste a lot of time having to redo it.
Keep your upper body straight as you move.
Also, I'm curious about whether or not these moves are, on the whole, faster or slower. Yeah, for sure. Whereas some you have to do in rhythm, and others you can do at your own pace.
Not your arm.
And I'm not exactly sure which are which yet.
Select a skill and attack. Front press. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Focus on your chest muscle.
getting the
Press in.
ring in the right position for the next exercise is a big thing for sure. Getting it ready so that when it goes to calibrate, it's already in the right spot.
Good job.
You don't have to
Excellent. Awesome.
react to the screen.
Great.
You're just already ready to go.
Fine work. Wonderful. Well done. Nice. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Neat. Nicely done. Nice. Sharp. Okay. Excellent. Very nice. Keep it up.
One of the things I've also noticed is that there's this tiny bit of delay between when I hear things and when they appear on screen because of the Bluetooth interface I'm using.
Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose.
Okay.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself. Release victory!
So I can actually like begin and end the exercises
Lightly cover the IR
at different times, and
pad of your right thumb.
like I'm mostly reacting to what I hear, right? Not what I'm seeing. But if I react to what I'm seeing on screen in terms of like the release or whatever, or just like the delay is also consistent for what I'm hearing, right? It's like the same across every playthrough. It's just a couple of milliseconds. The denthers, the dentures. It's like the lizards in Dragon Quest. Oh, that feels so much better. These terrible monsters stole my dentures and I wasn't looking. I'll say you didn't do anything. The Valley of Wishes. Okay. Finish for today. Yeah, exactly. Get the timing really crisp so that it's like perfectly in sync with the first moment you can let go. I think that'll just be like something you get used to over time. Something eventually I'll just sort of get the ability to feel out a little. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, different words for the same problem. Okay. Let's do one of these. So, let's put it in a marker because I have to do the calibration first. Calibrating. So difficulty is at 30. I figure what I'll do is I'll just do this once
The ring con in both hands
for
while
the
facing
number,
forward.
all the runs I do, and then just
Press in hard on the ring con.
create a different video for the verification as compared to the video for like just me uploading on YouTube or whatever.
Face forward,
And then
holding the
for
ring
the
con in both
verifiers,
hands.
I'll just put in timestamps.
Pull outward hard on the ring con.
So it's like
Okay.
calibration starts at this time, run starts at this time. Enjoy. Because apparently they do want you to calibrate the legs as well, which is interesting because you can bounce. So I don't know what the point is of making sure you can jog properly
And stand up straight.
if you can also just bounce.
Lightly jog in place, staying aware of your surroundings. Okay.
I guess maybe you could calibrate it so it's too
Spread your
hard.
feet slightly and stand up straight. Quickly jog in place. Okay.
Okay. Calibration done. Yeah, but the only way that you could cheat on leg calibration would be to make the calibration easier, and nothing's easier than this. It can't get easier than that. Rank Fat Adventure. How's it going, Brad? We're gonna do some speed runs, starting very shortly. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Great! Let's go.
All right. Wish me luck, boys and girls.
Drop your hips. Victory!
All right, don't check.
All right, let's go. You did it! Awesome work. You got it! Drop your hips. Victory! Great. Let's go. Ragdoll, that rascal. When did he find time to build all these stairs? Almost there. Doing great. Drop your hips. Victory!
Cool. Speed running the water. Yeah, exactly. 219. Nice. Nice. How did that go? I feel good about that. How did that look to everybody? So that's better than my old number. I think I took 6 seconds off my old time, which is plenty. Okay. Yeah, so it's 6 seconds off my best time. We're in there. Do you think I should do another one? Or should I wait for a bit? Maybe do like another regular Ring Fit Adventure level? And then maybe try to do one more? Just wait, give myself a little bit of rest. So you do get a bonus, like you do get a speed boost if you're like sprinting instead of just running. How's it going, Faya? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing good. So that's the world record for default mode right there. I had the world record before, but I did not submit it. that's 6 seconds better than the last one I did. So there we go. Good work, everybody. It's just one small category without a lot of competition, but hey, a record's a record. We take those, as they say. So I'm curious about, for the speed run, whether or not these arm rush and ab rush things actually save you time or add time. That is what I'm curious about right now. Maybe eventually it will be necessary to create a speed running profile for this game. Street Pose version 2, 425 attack. That's something to work towards. Warrior Pose is good too. Knee lift combo, level 2, 240. 285. That's a big hit. 360 for squats though. That's our dude. I think we're going for tree pose. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can just go and do a regular challenge now. And then come back to doing it. Try to do another run. What do you think I could improve on that last run? Based off of what you guys saw, what do you think is an opportunity for time savings? The stairs are so hard though. Yeah, doing the silent mode thing is a huge advantage for the stairs because you don't have stamina problems, right? Like you just have to do this. Whereas I've got to bring my knees up to my waist. The stairs in the second level. What do you think I could do better? What do you think was slow about them? I think I could like jump further up the stairs so I have to run less. I wonder what's the perfect timing for doing a jump. Do you think it's like just as you hit the stairs and you do like a double?
Okay, let's move. Lower your body so it's parallel to the floor. Okay! Excellent! Great! Awesome! Yes! Yes! Amazing! Good job!
Only 200 left.
Very nice! Nice! Excellent! 30 more! Fine work! Amazing! Fantastic! Wonderful! Good job! Keep it up! Well done! Nicely done! Nice! Fantastic! All right! Sharp! Great! Perfect! Neat! Keep it up! Okay! Awesome! Okay! 20 more! All right! Fantastic! Great! Nicely done! Good job! Excellent! Excellent! Amazing! Well done! Let's keep going! Fine work! Good job! Great! Very nice! Okay! 10 more! Come on! Neat. You got it! Yes! Yes! Good
Think you can't jump once you are walking on them? Yeah, for sure. I don't think you go fast enough to save any time.
Select a skill.
So I think it's about like optimizing when I jump before to get the most benefit out of it.
Tree pose. Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting point. Be sure to keep yourself steady.
It's 28. $14 aside.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting point. It's okay to lower your
All right, got it. Yellow and red. Okay. Okay. Front press time.
Okay, let's move. Imagine holding something in your arm. Neat. Amazing. Excellent. Sharp. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Very nice.
Yeah, we'll jump into level 2 and take a quick look at it
Great.
before
Wonderful.
doing another one.
Okay. Sharp. Fantastic.
Just to see.
Nice. Great.
When you're talking about the stairs in level 2, can't you? Do you mean
Very
like the
nice.
little plateaus? Or is it a section where you have to lift your knees?
Great. Fine work. Fantastic. Nicely done. Good job. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Great. Yes.
The section where I lift up my knees? Okay.
Excellent. Nice. Amazing.
Try to remember that.
Okay.
Do you think I'm just not like...
Well done.
Does it look like I'm running out of energy? Or you mean I'm just not
Talent.
transitioning into
Great.
running from jumping smoothly enough?
Okay. Nice. 10 more.
I think I may have accidentally
Fantastic.
hit a gust of air
Excellent.
with a down
You got it. Great. Very
ring press.
nice. Neat.
Maybe I need to keep my ring pointed higher up just to be sure. Because I seem to be getting a few accidental down presses.
Digress.
Let's do these.
Okay, let's move.
Maybe a way to totally jump them.
Close your legs. Nice.
Yeah, like if you get the timing of the jump perfect.
Fine work.
I wonder what gets you furthest. Like what the...
Great. Wonderful.
Because like depending upon when you use the second jump,
Keep it up.
the profile
Well done.
and the distance of the jump should be pretty different, right?
Yes.
Because it's like you need to maximize your
All right. Nice.
horizontal air time without ever dropping below the minimum for vertical.
Okay.
It's like your vertical doesn't matter so long as you don't
Excellent.
hit the ground. You could be an inch above the ground or a mile.
Great.
For the purposes of the jump, it's the same.
Good
You're really
job.
just looking for horizontal.
Okay. Fantastic. Neat. Very nice. Amazing. Fantastic. Perfect. Well done. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Amazing. Fine work. Awesome. Oh, great. Let's pick up the pace. Yes. Yes.
What was this, like
Yes.
38 of these things?
Okay. Well done. Come on. All right. Good job. Neat. Fine work.
The
Okay.
double jump is faster than walking.
Nice. Okay.
Like double jumping on the stairs.
No need to rush, though.
Is that what you mean?
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
Oh no, on normal ground. I think you lose speed in the air.
Push it. Take a break if you need to.
I know you don't accelerate. I know you don't accelerate when in midair, right? I mean, it's possible that you go faster just by jumping over an entire level.
Back press.
I don't think so, though.
Okay, let's move.
Yeah, but I think once you're in midair,
Rincon as you breathe out.
you only ever slow down, right?
Nice. Okay. Nice.
I don't like you never speed up in midair. So the most you could hope for would just be to maintain
Great.
your speed, right?
Good job. Neat. Wonderful.
So at best, all you could ever be going is
Keep it up.
as fast as if you were on the ground, right? I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that.
Fine work.
I haven't really tested it thoroughly.
Excellent. All right. Nicely done. Okay.
Oh, I guess I don't have one that hits a bunch of dudes.
Squat.
Actually, let's save the legs for the next run here.
Pendulum bend. Okay, let's move. Lower your arms while breathing out. Neat. Excellent. Good job. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. Well done. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Fantastic. Sharp. Okay. 30 more.
30 more.
Great. Amazing. Nice. Awesome. Fine work. Nicely done. Nice. Amazing. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Fantastic. Nice. Great. Keep it up. Good job. more. Very nice. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Nice. Nice. Great. Wonderful. Neat. Increase your pace. All right. Very nice. Come on. Excellent. Great. 10 more. Good job. Keep it up. Neat. Okay. Come on. Yes. Yes. Great. Okay. Yes. Amp guard. Keep squeezing.
Translation. I had a little front boost.
Lucky.
Oh, on the, right. On the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt, the moving sidewalk, if you
can do
were.
it. Front press.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay, let's move.
Are there any of those
Chest. Well done.
in level 2?
Sharp. All right.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just haven't experienced that
Okay. Keep it up.
in level 2.
Fantastic.
Getting a moving speed boost from jumping.
Fine work. Amazing.
I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong.
Nicely
I'm willing to do whatever it is that makes
All right.
me go fastest, right?
Very nice. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. Great.
I guess since you just keep on gaining levels after level after level, and every level you play you gain
Good job.
a bonus to your attack and your defense.
Great.
I guess for like the new game plus categories,
Nice.
there's a big advantage for just playing the game a lot.
Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Okay.
So I guess what I'm saying is I need people's rings. Because the rings give you experience. No, not
Tough
that,
one.
but that just is a factor. 99%. Right, my attack went up by 3. So presumably, that means on levels where you need to use the attack skills. You start ringing rings. The verb to ring. Oicha latte. Okay. Okay. Let's do another one of these runs. So our goal is to do it faster than we did before. I took 6 seconds off my last time though, so I don't know where my savings are, but we'll do it. All right, so I calibrated the ring at the beginning of the speedrunning session, so I'm not going to do it again. I'll just link the timestamp in the video and just upload the full thing. And that should be good. Okay. All right, everybody ready? Still time running? Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to save time. I beat my old time by 6 seconds though, Moon. How you doing, Moon? I'm about to start another run. That's what I was saying just as you got here. All right, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You're cold? How did you get cold? Or do you have a cold?
All right, let's move.
Oh, the timer didn't start. Good catch. That's weird. Good catch, good catch. Apparently that counted. That got me some experience. All right, we're gonna try again. 3, 2, 1, go. Try again.
Come on, let's.
I wonder if I get any experience points for that. All right, for real this time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, time to run.
Shoveling snow for a few hours? How'd you get so much snow?
Drop your hips. Victory!
Pack full of trucks.
Come on, let's go. Great effort. Score! You got it! Awesome work. Check the enemy's color, then select a skill.
too bad. Yeah, for sure. I waited too long. Well, I didn't wait too long. I missed the original down press. It was a forward press instead of a down. I guess I just need to exaggerate those. Let's give it a breather, and I'll try doing one more. How to get some snow driven down because the snowstorm just wasn't enough for me. Snowstorm, sarcastic snow. Is it snowing sarcastically? Is it spiteful snow? The crispy snow of spite. Horizontal snow, sarcastic. So yeah, I think a big thing is just getting the feel for where my legs need to be in order to get the sprint bonus instead of just like the running bonus. Because there's slow jogging, there's fast jogging, and then there's the sprint, right? And I need to figure out a way to get the sprint happening more often without turning into a prune. So that I can save time, right? Wait for my pulse to go down again. Do another. Do another. How you doing otherwise, Moon, other than sarcastically? How are you doing today? I hope you're well. I got some good music written today, which is good. You're doing great. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear you're doing great. Feel free to share any stories if you got them. Can you read the words in the timer accurately at all? Shoveling is a good workout for your lower body for sure, and your grip. My cupboards in my kitchen are open. And I need to get rid of my neck beard. Shoveling is a good workout. Snow's heavy, right? It's a lot of weight in front of you. Okay, let's try to do another. This will be the last run I do tonight. One way or the other. Because they take a lot out of me. Just doing that much sprinting in place. But we'll do some more like actual levels. Okay, everybody ready? So as usual, calibrations at the start of the video. Rather than having to do it every single time, just do it at the beginning. And then you can see in the video that I did not recalibrate it or stop playing at any point. Hooray! Saving time. It's the speedrunner way. Okay, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Great. Let's go.
Like, there we go. 1.
You got it. Drop your hips. Victory!
No. Don't want it. No. Bad. Bad video game.
Come on, let's run. Rascal, that rascal. When did he find time to build all these stairs? Just a little bit left. Doing great. Drop your hips. Victory!
How much time do you think I lost to the level up screen? At least 12 seconds. That's too bad. Because that means I would have been down 8. Alright, well, we'll stop those for today. That's too bad. I was right at the beginning of a level up before, too. I guess you get a big sprinting bonus, right? So it makes you go faster, but you gain more experience. I don't know how to work around that. I guess on the plus side, because I'm playing default mode, it also gave me a breather, right? Gave me a little extra time to catch my breath a little bit. 12 seconds is enough pause to renew a little bit of vigor, right? I think the run was better, but getting the level up was tough. I wonder if there's any way to turn that off or something. Probably not. If you restart the adventure from the beginning, do you retain your stats? Yeah, difficult level setting will be the same. So you get to play the story again, but you don't lose anything on your actual statistics. I guess that's what I would do if I was doing like a new game run. Okay, well, let's do a couple more levels and then we can move on. That's too bad that I hit the level up screen. A 12-second loss is huge. That's some like, it's not quite Octavio. Well, I mean maybe for the percentage of the time it added to the run. 12 seconds on 4 minutes and 23 seconds is a lot of time. Doesn't cap at 99 or 100, so it's just something you have to deal with. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if like I don't remember. I didn't do the math. Maybe we can go back through and look at the experience I got, but it looks like because of the sprinting bonus that I was getting for actually going faster, I hit the level up sooner. So maybe there's something to trying to make it so you just barely don't hit that level up bonus. I'm quite a bit above the level up. Yeah, I'm like 1,000 experience points. I'm like 20% of a level above the gap there. Something to think about. At present, I don't know how to get around that though. How to prevent yourself from leveling up. More than 210 levels. It's a lot of levels. Okay. Let's just get some exercise. Whatever, I guess I have my world record. It's not a big deal. I don't necessarily have to beat my own world record twice in one day in order to feel like I got a good workout, right? I don't, whatever, we'll do it, we'll do it. We'll do it. Oh, I won't be salty. I won't be salty. Yeah, I wonder if there is a level cap, and if there is, functionally, if I'll ever actually get there. I wonder if anyone's discovered.
Ready? Go! Lift your heel, your calf muscles too.
Drop down.
Awesome work.
A little bit more every day? Yeah, for sure. Don't burn out. As we established in the past, the person I'm really competing against right now is just me. Oy. Yeah, I agree, Moon. It's like music practicing, yeah. You can definitely overdo it. If you do too much, instead of getting better, you start getting worse. Graceful stroller. Denew. What kind of game could you see with the resistance ring, Moon? What would you look for? Has the finished game's got to warm up, cool down, play music? Yeah, totally. Absolutely. You got to get it going. Yeah, for the last, I don't know, month, I've been working on, the same 8-bar passage of a piece I'm learning because my left hand just isn't agile enough to play the part. And it's just, for whatever reason, it's something that I've missed in the development of my technique as a young pianist. And it's just about getting in front of the piano, sitting down, putting the time in, doing it slowly, doing it accurately, doing it intentionally and carefully, and not getting impatient with it. Because as soon as you get impatient with it, you are getting worse instead of better. Alright, I'm happy with these. The Vanishing Ethan Carter. I don't know about that game. What's that like? Or multiplayer mini game? Mario Part. It's where you part Mario's hair in different ways. Think of all the different ways you can part Mario's hair.
All right, let's go.
Oh, let's do the thing. Yeah, there could be a lot of cool mini games. Mario has a part in mini games. No, I didn't play Smooth Moves. I never even heard of it, to be honest. What's it like? What's it about?
Need to check.
What constitutes as a smooth move?
Okay, let's move. As you breathe out, pull your knees toward you. Excellent. Amazing.
WarioWare? Oh, cool. WarioWare. Smooth moves. I think the only WarioWare game I've played
Very nice.
is the one that was in the part of the 3DS Ambassadors program. Do you remember that?
Okay. Excellent.
Competitive mini games. That's cool.
Good job.
Yeah, like the mini games and then like even like the micro games.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games that I probably would have never played
Well done.
if they weren't part of the 3DS Ambassador program thing. For those of us who got our 3DS day one.
And slightly squeeze. Okay, let's select the skill.
The only way to have GBA games on 3DS? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, who's getting what? These are all singles except for the front press.
Front press.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
You gotta display that ambassador certificate with pride. If you look on my YouTube channel, my header image is a picture of my activity log with the step counter at over 10 million paces. I've been carrying around my 3DS on the go with me more now, actually.
Fantastic.
I've sort of stopped thinking about my Switch as being like a portable console. Not because it's not good, but because I'm not playing any portable games right now. Any games that are good for
Excellent.
being on the go.
Fantastic.
So I've been bringing my 3DS around.
Great.
Maybe I'll hit that elusive 11 million mark.
Fine work. Wonderful. Okay. Great. Nice. Perfect.
Well, I am going to upload that run today.
Amazing. Very nice.
You know, to be honest, I never enjoyed Minish Cap. I'm not here to take that away from you. I'm not here to say that Minish Cap was a bad game.
All right.
I just didn't really get into it.
Yes. Yes.
Of the
Fantastic.
weirdo Zelda games that made it to the 3DS,
Good job.
I much preferred Four Swords.
Oh. Increase your pace.
You never got into Yoshi's Island?
Nice.
So I guess we're on the
Come on.
opposite side of the fence. Because Yoshi's Island is one of my favorite Mario games.
Okay. Excellent. Yes.
Four Swords was indeed a yawn without friends,
You got it.
but if you could get them together,
3. Keep it up. Fine work. Nice.
obviously you're not going to play Four Swords probably for as much time as you would play
Feel it in your stomach, not your arm.
Minish Cap. But the highs were so high.
Select a skill. Squat. Okay, let's move. Point your toes straight ahead.
Look, Moon.
Well done. Nice. Great. Excellent.
Better arm form, indeed.
Fantastic. Keep it up. Neat.
Thanks for the tips.
Good. Awesome. Okay. All right. Amazing. Great.
See ya, buddy.
Whew. Tough one.
See ya. Disappears somewhere behind the N of win. Arm form? Yeah, it's possible. Totally possible.
Keep it up. Outstanding. Good. Great effort. You got it.
Was the golf one? Yeah. It's an old classic, but it's not like you're missing anything if you don't play NES golf all the way through. Nintendo's given away that game so many times. So we'll come back to that.
Overhead lunge.
They're giving it away on the NES Classic thing too, right? Or
Okay, let's go.
the NES for Switch or whatever they call it.
And upper body at the same time. Good job. Wonderful. Okay. Amazing. Neat. Sharp. Fine work.
Yeah, the Excite Like 3D was a really good update.
All right.
It was just enough to like make it look a little bit more vibrant
Okay.
on the new screens
Excellent.
without actually ruining anything.
Fantastic. Very nice. Nice.
The game, as good as it was
Great.
still preserved.
Awesome. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Great. Good night.
Surprised that guy died so quickly. That guy got taken out really easy.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
Except for 3D version. Yeah, Kid Icarus 3D I think was also a good update. A good addition to the... Boo. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, the Kid Icarus 3D was a welcome update as well.
Squat.
Yeah, exactly. They're an energy drink, they're a yoga mat, they're a pair of gym socks, they're kettlebells.
Okay, let's go. Keep your back straight. Fantastic. Keep it up. Well done. Nice. Nice. Great. Excellent. Well done. Keep it up. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's haunted socks. Haunted yoga mat.
Good job.
They've joined the dark side.
Great. Nice. Perfect. Very nice. Sharp. All right. Fantastic. Wonderful.
This is Luigi's Mansion.
Neat.
Good game though.
Okay. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Excellent. Fine work. Nicely done.
They're adding up.
Nice.
Are we talking the first Luigi's Mansion or Luigi's Mansion 3?
Neat. All right. Take that.
Got him. 3? I haven't beaten it yet. It's fun though.
Squeezing.
Oh, okay. So far, of the 3, I've only played the first 2 to completion. I liked the first one more than the second one though, but they were both good. This megaphone creature is a cheater. It's a cheater.
You got this. Front press. Okay, let's move.
Let's move indeed.
In on the ring top. Very nice. Okay. Awesome. Well done.
What's your favorite game of all time? Anybody within the sound of my voice can answer, but Moon, what do you think is your favorite game ever?
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Good job.
You can like change who it's targeting, but
Great.
that's it.
Amazing. Excellent.
Or maybe what it's targeting. However you want to classify these things.
Yes.
Tie between Link Between the Past and Link Between Worlds. That's interesting.
Wonderful.
I don't think I've ever
Okay.
heard anybody say that Link Between Worlds is on par with Link to the Past, but they're both very good games.
Very nice.
Link to the Past is definitely up there for me as well.
Excellent.
It's a great one. It's a great game.
Great.
It's really stood the test of time.
Fine work.
I think my favorite Zelda games are either
Great. Sharp.
Majora's Mask
Yes. Yes.
or Phantom Hourglass.
Neat. Let's keep going. Nice.
In my mind,
Fine work.
A Link to the Past and Breath of the Wild
Excellent.
kind of exist within their own category,
Keep it up.
where they're like better than good.
Very nice. Come on. 5. Well done. Well done.
They're like a different kind of thing. Yeah, Link Between Worlds could be very short depending upon how you played it, I agree. Especially with like the equipment loan thing. Could make it really easy to get through it.
Select a skill.
Oh, you were disappointed by Breath of the Wild? That's interesting. It's interesting. Usually people are the other way around, but I guess
Side press.
it makes sense that there's somebody out there has to be the person who didn't like Breath of the Wild. Severely interesting.
Bear pose.
That's interesting. It's an uncommon opinion.
Descend slowly.
which I'm sure you're probably more aware of than I am.
Slowly return to the starting position. Be careful not to overextend yourself.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is definitely less on rails. It has less of that, like,
Feel it in your stomach when you
motor running underneath it, pushing you forward, sending you on to the next thing. I think it's very much a game where you kind of have to
skill and
discover it
good luck.
rather than just kind of like experience it. If that makes sense. You lean to the left while doing warrior pose or chair pose.
Okay, let's move.
It's possible.
Good for working those.
My
Okay.
hips are very different
Good
levels of flexibility.
job. Nice. Fantastic.
I can show you why if you want.
Well done. Very nice. Amazing.
Yeah, it's from playing upright bass.
Yes. Yes.
I'll show you the cause of it in a second. But it's 100% from playing upright. A lot of upright bass players at the end of their life
Well done.
have a hump in their left shoulder.
Neat. Awesome. Great. Excellent.
No, I won't pull the bass out. I'll just mock the behavior. My bass is just right there, though.
Okay.
My bases live right there.
Well done. Keep it up. Great. All right.
Well, you know, luckily,
Fantastic.
there's a lot of good Zelda games to love.
Good job.
And you don't need to like all of them, because there's plenty of them to play.
Was amazing.
So when you're playing upright bass, your posture is this, right? Left leg out, right leg in, reaching in front of you, right? And if you're bowing like that, and as a result, my hips are just sort of locked up like that. Locked up. You know what I mean though, right? Just, I don't practice as much as I did when I was in school, because that's life, right? If anybody wants to send me enough money so I don't have to work a job, they can just practice bass all day, just let me know. But for like a period of like 6 years, I was spending
Your hips.
4 hours a day practicing bass. I love Wind Waker. Wind Waker's amazing. I don't think most people hate it. I think there's a vocal minority who wants gritty, dark Zeldas where Link frowns and murders people. And they should just play Dark Souls. Very light exercise. Because Zelda games have always been goofy and silly and filled with weirdos. I don't think any of the Zelda games are really that dark, though. Everybody in the world of Legend of Zelda is just a goofball. They're all weird. Link is weird. Link's an idiot. He doesn't know anything. He just is courageous. Zelda's the brain of the operation. In every Zelda game, there's always so many jokes at Link's expense. Okay. I'm feeling like doing one more today. I'll do one more thing. Maybe we can do a request. Yeah, it had Dark Underside, but it still had all the silliness that's in every Zelda game. I just like. I'm not saying that there's no. Like the Zelda games are also always like surprisingly real for a Zelda game, where people are like dying and stuff, getting gutted, and people turning into zombies and that much. But also at the same time, they're always just goofballs. All the townsfolk are weird and say weird things and behave oddly. And get Link to do weird things for them. Like chase down chickens. Majora's Mask had some of the most goofy stuff out of any Zelda game. Where like he's like learning interpretive dance and stuff like that.
Ready? Go! Outstanding! Great! If it's too hard, bring the Raycon closer to your body. Outstanding! Great effort! Keep it up! Press in on the Raycon as you breathe out. Good. Awesome work. Awesome. Outstanding. Outstanding. Wow. Wonderful. Beautiful.
You need more precision for this game? Nah, I got S rank. I don't need any more anything. It's as good as it gets, baby. It's S rank. It's the highest rank there is. Oh, nice. Guaranteed to increase attack powers. Well, that's good. We'll do one more request. I did just spam it into mission. You know, in the music world, they say taste is for people who can't play high, fast, and loud. You don't need accuracy when you have raw power. Let us do a waste set. Because you can't play high, fast, and loud.
Twist. Left, right, 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 left.
It's funny because, like,
Left. Twisting with your legs off the floor.
slow and
Your
quiet.
Right.
There's always like a vocal
Left.
minority of Zelda fans
Right. Halfway
who
there. Left.
always want
Left.
a dark and gritty
Left. Right.
Zelda where
Right.
Link
20 more. Left.
smokes cigarettes and has like a shotgun or something.
Left. Right. Left. Right. 10 more. Left.
But traditionally, all of the Zelda games that head in that direction
Left. Right.
are the ones that do the worst.
Pendulum bend.
They sell the least. They're the worst received critically.
Okay, let's go. Raise your arms while breathing in. Well done. Amazing. Okay. Awesome. Great. Sharp. Very nice. Nicely done. Okay. Perfect.
How many more? 100?
All right.
600 more.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Fantastic. Nice. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Nicely done. Great. 10 more. Well done. Perfect. Very nice. Amazing. Good job. Keep it up. Great. Wonderful. Neat. 5.
5.
Fine work. Perfect. All right. 3. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. Wonderful. 1 left. Nice. Perfect. Overhead hip shake.
I don't know, guys. No. It was cool. It was cool. It was a really cool gameplay concept. Okay, last time I got robbed on hip shakes. We're not gonna let the game take our hip shakes from us. We're gonna shake these hips so good.
Shake your hips. 1, 2.
No!
1, 2, 1. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Good. 1. Keep the center of your body from rocking. Good. 1, 2, 1. Halfway there. Good. 1, 2.
That sucks.
1. 20 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 10 more. 1, 2.
How did that even decide it was a bad hip shake?
Nice move.
Boo. That sucks.
Twist. Right. Left. Right. Left.
Was it 60 of these?
Left. Right. Left. Right.
What did you think of Spirit Tracks, Moon?
Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Focus on moving your arms from your shoulders. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Halfway there. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. 20 more. Left. Right.
I think that this is just like an assistant in the gym.
Right. Left. Right. 10 more. Left.
I think this is just a guy that people made.
Right.
He's not your enemy.
Right.
He's training you, right?
Made it. Tree pose.
I recall playing it, enjoying it, but it was not memorable. That's fair.
Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Fully extend your spine. Bend a little more.
So many. Who has a voice and who doesn't? Who has a voice? Right. Well, Drago just makes like grr noises. But I can see where you're coming from.
Okay, let's switch sides.
I don't disagree.
Get to switch legs.
You're just saying you're curious about what Armando. Well, I think Armando had some voice acting.
Slowly bend to the right.
Maybe not like line reading.
Slowly return to the starting position. Relax and avoid straining.
But definitely like grunts and gurgles and stuff. Some snuffing noises. I wonder where Armando and them are now. Adonai. Grandma Anma. Allegra. Who was the other one? Or was that all of them? Because there's legs, core,
And return.
arms, and yogurt. Okay. I think we got robbed by the hip shake again, though. You nailed it. Yeah, we got robbed by the hip shake. Boo! 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 Danu. Got robbed. Hip shakes are thieves. Yeah, you heard me. Alrighty. I'm curious to check the stats. Is such thievery taken from me in the prime of my hips? Hey Bill, how's it going? I was doing some speed running today. I got the world record for default mode, intensity 30, world 1. How's that? How does that make you feel? Does it look like I got the world record for default mode, intensity 30, world 1? Because I feel like I did. I hope you're doing well. Now do world 2. Yeah, that's the goal. Is to move on. Do world 2. Nice. Record by default? Or is there others? Oh, like, there's silent mode and default mode. There's one other person in the on the leaderboard for this particular challenge, and I beat them by like a minute. See how I'm doing in the world rankings. Just curious, because I was like 4 for front presses at a certain point. Have I gone down? It looks like I've gone down quite a bit. Heroes, thank you. No, they didn't, but that's what I'm just calling it what it is. There's a bit of controversy. You can't speedrun without there being controversy. And Bill has heard some of the grievances towards the Splatoon 2 speedrunning mods in the past. So I won't go through them all again here, but this game's only been out for like a month and a half, and already the mods have like calcified behind a bunch of principles that front press. Okay, overhead press. I used to be like 4 for overhead press. So the moderators. So for those who don't know, in silent mode, you have to do this to run, where in default mode, you have to do that to run. And right now, nice. It's a great idea, Bill. And right now, the speed runs for those 2 game modes are lumped together. So if you are doing this for 5 minutes, you have to compete with somebody who's doing this for 5 minutes, which is crazy. But hey, what do I know? So somebody who has done World 1 using the bouncing on the spot method has a better time than me by a few seconds, which is fine. As far as I consider it, I'm not competing with him though. To me, it's a different category. So they can name the categories whatever they want, and they can put them in whatever boxes they care to. I'm just going to run the game the way I want to. We're not going to worry about them. So yeah, on the official leaderboard for the category, it would not count as a world record because somebody who's playing in silent mode has a higher time than me. But if you're separating running and bouncing in place, then I've got the world record. C'est la vie. So I'm actually just finishing up this right now. I'm going to take a little break for dinner and come back and probably finish Dragon Quest 11. I'm right on the boss of the game. So sorry that you're catching me right at the end of this build, but if you can wait around like another hour, I'll be back and we're going to finish Dragon Quest. Yeah, I think it's lame too. It's also... Okay, sounds good. Yeah, well, if I get you, I get you. Hopefully our paths will cross more in the future. The thing with speedrunning is that it's technical playing and not for exercise. I think it just depends upon the game you're doing. I think it would be a different argument if there wasn't two different game modes that you could turn it on and off between. But to me, it's like in the same way that there's a difference between intensity level 1 and intensity level 30. There's a difference between silent mode and a difference between default mode, and they're pretty vast, right? The difference is my laundry, right? The difference is how much of this I have to drink and how much popcorn I'm about to go eat. And so if it was just a matter of like whatever is fastest, like there would only be one category for every game, right? It would just be whichever run is fastest, which is like usually some glitchy insanity, which is cool, right? Those glitch categories are great, but some people don't want to play the game that way, and so there's like different things, right? There's different categories of gameplay, and to me there's a very clear and big difference between the two ways the games are being played, to the point where I would say you can't really compare them. It's not direct. The best analogy I could think of when we were talking about this the other day is comparing like the skeleton with the luge. So like in like Olympic winter sports, everyone's going down the same track. It's the same length, and the sleds are very similar too, but they're two different events for going down head first and going down feet first, right? They're two different events because you just perform them differently, right? I think usually the skeleton is faster than the luge, right? But they don't just do it in the Olympics such that everybody who does luge instead of skeleton just loses to the luge players, right? Or rather, the other way around. Everyone who does luge doesn't just lose to skeleton racers, right? It's just two different categories. So I'm not saying that people shouldn't be allowed to run the silent mode. I think it's super duper and have fun, good luck to them. But in the same way that playing the game on intensity level 1 is not the same thing as playing the game on intensity level 30, playing the game in default mode is not the same thing as playing in silent mode. That's all. Let's stretch.
Let's begin our static stretching. You won't need
The fact of the matter is, a lot of times when people
mindful of your body
speed
and
run,
stretch within the range of your
they
ability.
intentionally don't play the game in the way that would be the
Raise
fastest.
both arms and pull down on your left elbow.
Perfect example is for most speedrunning
Stretch your upper
games,
arms.
the New Game Plus category is always faster than the any percent category. So any percent runs aren't just bad New Game Plus runs, right? Like it's its own category.
Now do the same on the opposite side.
If you play any percent, it's not like you're just a bad New Game Plus runner.
Careful not to let your head fall forward.
The issue isn't that you're stupid because you don't realize that New Game Plus is faster. It's just you're choosing to play the game in a way that's different
Bring yourself back slowly.
and has different considerations that
Stretch
might
your
interest
left
you
arm to the side
or make
and
the
hold
game
it
fun
with
for
your
you.
right arm.
So
Pull
that's
your
where
arm
I'm at.
And stretch the muscles of your left shoulder.
To me, bouncing slightly in place is not why I'm playing this. Yeah, totally. It's the same way.
Now do the same on the opposite side.
Again, there's no like moral component to this. I don't think there's
Stretch out, but be
anything
careful not
wrong
to
with
bounce.
anybody who's playing the silent mode. I think that's just completely fine. It's just they are different. And you know they're different.
Bring yourself back slowly.
If you play the game,
Rotate your hands behind your
In
back
each mode,
and grasp your left wrist. While
you
pulling
know.
your wrist to the right, lower your neck the same way.
you would never deny it.
Bring your neck back up and stretch in the opposite direction as well.
It's a different type of challenge, and that's all.
Stretch slowly.
That's all it is.
Don't overdo it.
So I would say that I'm not competing directly with the people who are playing silent mode. It's just a different way of playing the game. The mods don't think that,
Bring
though.
yourself back slowly.
The mods
Join your
think
hands
that
together in front of you.
running in
Position your
place
glutes as if you're going to sit down. Then
and
stretch
bouncing on your
hands
heels
forward.
is the exact same run. I'm just gonna ignore them. I don't need to be told my
Bring
business.
yourself back slowly.
Which is definitely a mentality that
Spread your feet, raise both hands.
I'm sure
and
Bill
hold your
can get
left
behind.
wrist. While pulling on your wrist, tilt to the right and stretch your side. Return to your original position, switch hands, and bend the other way. Tilt directly to the side.
Stretching along with you?
Here, not the
Excellent.
couch.
You don't even need the game, right?
Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Bill, when you get the game, make sure to turn on multitask mode so I can send you bonus rings. It will send you rings. We'll send you lots of bonus rings. How can I eat more fruits and veggies? Go get them and then put them in your mouth. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to turn this into like a big... I don't want to make this into a controversy. Right? I'm not even interested in trying to change the mind of the mods, right? Like I'm just not going to get involved in that discussion. I'm not interested in having a debate with them, right? Wisdom incarnation. Yeah, exactly. You can always depend upon me for straight talk, can't you? You have your own Pleisling, so you don't even need the ring con. Exactly. What are you even doing anymore? But yeah, I don't want to turn this into a controversy. So like, I'm not picking a fight with anybody in the speedrun community, and they can set up their rules however they want. And if they want to categorize my runs differently as a hobby that they have, some sort of project they like to do on the weekend, and they're more than willing, I'm more than welcome to let them put them in whatever box they want. But I have decided it's not worth my time to try to change the way that these people think or even get involved with them and what they've got going on. Just not going to worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to go jump in the shower, get some food, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish Dragon Quest XI. I'm right on the boss. I'm just going to walk right into that boss room. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing was, like, I mean, we've talked about this before, so I won't, like, turn it into a whole big diatribe. But I find that a certain personality is attracted to being a moderator of a speedrunning community. And oftentimes it doesn't have to do with community service or building the game up or anything like that. A lot of times it has to just do with, like, the status of being a mod and just enjoying rules and boxes and organizing things. And it's also, you get volunteers, right? It's unpaid, it's a community thing, right? So basically whoever shows up on day one and puts their hand up is the one who gets it, right? So you don't get the best people. Yeah, so like, you know, you get this thing where the administration is for the purposes of the administration rather than the purpose of the thing that they're serving, right? I'm sure we've all dealt with this in like city bureaucracies or university or at work or whatever, where obviously you need bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is how you get paid, right? Bureaucracy is why when you show up to the hospital with a cut on your arm, they have bandages, right? You know, like, it's a bureaucrat who makes sure that the bandages get there. And without them, no one would be restocking the bandages and you'd be out of luck, right? So obviously you need organization and accounting. You need the bureaucracy. It really does, like, make all this stuff possible. But you also get situations where things are organized for being easier to organize rather than for the things that they're supposed to facilitate. So the way that I think about it is that a good moderator for a community like this should be creating and maintaining the categories according to how people run them, how people who are actually speedrunning the game are speedrunning it, so that there's leaderboards and rules and metrics for keeping track of people's times that facilitate people who are running the game to be able to run it and run it better and run it fairly the way that they want to. Whereas if you go on like the Ring Fit Adventure speedrun.com page, there's like 20 categories that nobody has even done a run for. They're just like hypothetical speedrun categories, right? This is completely set up by somebody who is more interested in administration than actual speedrunning, because the speedruns aren't there. They don't exist. It's like, I've created the perfect bureaucracy. Now I just need to go find some speedrunners to catch in my net and keep them in my little petting zoo. That's hyperbolic for sure, but you get where I'm coming from, right? There's this whole structure set up for speedruns that don't exist, and meanwhile, where there are speedruns that do exist that aren't categorized, they refuse to adjust. For sure, absolutely. And whatever, right? It's not all about speedrun.com, right? That's the other thing. Is you can't obsess. You can't obsess over the recognition and the leaderboards and the stats and whatnot. So hopefully soon this will be one of the last times we have these conversations, because I'm a very long-winded way of saying I don't care about what the categories are. I know the way that I want to run the game, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm completely happy living on my own little leaderboard in my own head, because that's where the real game is taking place. I don't care about the stuff to the extent to which it's not like a huge pain in the ass. Like, I'm gonna follow the rules so I can submit my times and put them on the leaderboard, and however people want to organize my times and what that means for placing, that's up to them. That's their business. Alrighty, so I'm going to take a break now. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, gonna get some food, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna be playing Dragon Quest 11 for the Nintendo Switch, the Super Duper Definitive Edition or whatever. And we're on the boss, so it's gonna be a thrilling conclusion. I will enjoy my shower. I need a shower because I'm playing default mode. Think about that. See you soon.